Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss further on the chapter Tribals, Dikus and the Vision of a Golden Age. Today in this class we will be learning about the various revolts which were done or which was conducted by the tribal people in the Chota Nagpur region especially. So let's move ahead with it. In Chota Nagpur region. The Chota Nagpur region consists of thickly forested hills and plateaus extending in the states of Jharkhand, Odisha and West Bengal. It forms the habitat of several tribal groups including Mondas, Gonds, Kols and Mundas. The Kols were the first to rise revolt against the Britishers because of the gradual extension of the British authority in their area. These people get disappointed with the way of the Britishers. They resisted the attempt of British officials to enter their territory. Many of the people were killed and villages were burnt. In 1827, the surrender, but only temporarily. Santals owned large tracts of land and believed that their lands were given by the ancestors. So that is the reason they were very attached to the forested and the lands. Due to the new system of land revenue and permanent settlement, the Santals were completely deprived of their ownership on the land. They were obliged to pay land revenue to the zamindars. As the British rule expanded, roads and railways were laid down to penetrate the facilitation of the colonial rule. Now, railway line started and it was told that 1 lakh people would be getting employment. Now, introduction of railway was a great effect on their lifestyle. The poor Santals borrowed money from the moneylenders to pay taxes. The cruel moneylenders saw to it the Santals were put to prison and they were put into jail if they didn't pay the debt. Now, the British administration was the main reason of the rebellion. They revolted straight against the Britishers, basically the Santals from Bihar, Odisha, and they seek justice to the court also. It finally resulted into an open revolt against the British. The revolts are collectively called Santhal Liberation Movement. On 30th January 1855, a large crowd of Santhals assembled in a farm in a village in Santhal Pargana. They declared themselves to be free from British rule. They bound to drive the British out of their land. These developments shocked the Britishers. During the course of their revolt with the Britishers, Santals gained a large territory in the Birbhum areas also. Now this way the British had come to an end. The rebels, the peasants had to suffer in the hand of moneylenders and the landlords. The Santals killed many British officials and moneylenders. They forced the colonial administration to martial law in the area. The Santhal rebellion finally was crushed by the British rule. The peasants were armed with bows and arrows, whereas the soldiers were with firearms. Although the rebellion was largely in the 1853s, but till 1855 it extended in some areas. As a result, the Santhal Pargana Peasantry Act was passed. They were protected against imperial exploitation. Regular police force was abolished in their area and law and order was maintained. Munda Rebellion, now we will go with. The Munda Rebellion, one of the prominent rebellion in the subcontinent, where Birsa Munda led the movement towards the south of Ranchi. During this 1899 to 1900, that is, the movement is also known as Ulugan. The Munda traditionally enjoyed their rent trade of the forest, but in the 19th century this land system was devoted by the merchants and moneylenders. During British rule, the non-tribal, that is the Britishers, grabbed the land. In due course, the tribal were forced to work as laborer, and the rebellion was into drive against the British, and the Munda rule established in this region. Birsa Munda was a young man who said that he had divine power and he was sent by the god. He solely protested against the non-tribal occupants of land. He also described the zamindars and moneylenders ill-treated the Mundas as Ravanas. The entire Munda community joined under the leadership of Birsa Munda, who started the revolt in Chotanagpur region. They attacked the British officials and also police stations. However, British captured Birsa Munda and suppressed the rebellion. Now, after this, the Chotanagpur Tenancy Act was passed and ban of forced labor was also done. Beside the above fact, several steps were initiated and closer to each other. The government officials were now closer to the Munda officials so they can treat the Mundas. The villagers also contributed to the socio-economic development in the region. Birsa Munda's calls against the British Raj was Abua Raj Tej Jana Maharani Raj Tandu Jana. It means let the kingdom of Queen be ended and our kingdom be established. Trivia: the Jadwa people are one of the last surviving tribes in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Trivia: Birsa Munda is the only tribal leader who portrayed hangs in the central hall of the Indian Parliament.